Okay, I'm sorry. I had things that I needed to do and take care of, but we is here. We are here, and we are here with FIL Launchpad, which is an extensive 8-week accelerator program for creative and social entrepreneurs with diverse leadership team. So as you guys know, I recently did E for All, and recently with E for All, damn near all of the mentors did not look like the people who were the participants of the program. But for this accelerator for small businesses with diverse leadership teams, is an 8-week workshop series for small businesses. Ideally, you will have 3 years of business tax returns with an annual revenue up to $100,000. The workshop series will consist of meetings held each Tuesday and Thursday between 6 and 8 p.m., and attendees will meet with an expert facilitator to explore vital business topics. Today, to talk about the program, we have Hakim Cunningham. I have no idea what all these letters behind his name mean, but you probably know what a BS, BA means, and an MPP.
Yep.
Oz does not,
Okay.
so we are going to learn more about that.
All right.
And the Innovation Lab. So what are these letters, first of all?
So the first set of letters is Bachelor's in Science and Business Administration from Suffolk University, which is my alma mater, where I have my bachelor's in entrepreneurship.
Okay.
The second set of letters is a master's in public policy from Tufts University, where I recently graduated with my master's in urban environmental policy. Thank you.
You know, there was an article that just came out that said that black men are the highest doctoral degree holders.
Yeah.
And I said, that's because don't nobody want to hear nothing y'all have to say unless you got some credentials behind your name.
You gotta have credentials nowadays.
But you don't. The thing.
Well, in certain spaces, let's be clear, right? In certain spaces, they want credentialed individuals. Now, that's not mine. That's not me.
Yeah,
that's a society,
right?
Like, I have to work in the society up through it, right?
Yes.
So for me, I have to be conscious of a key thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Black men who have a level of articulation and sophistication are mostly taken seriously when they have certain letters and accolades that go with that. So for me, I'm just following the script.
He said, I'm just here to get for my check.
I'm just with the accolades. I get it. I mean, you know, some people get praised, some people don't. You know.
So for me, I don't even want. I do want to be Dr. Taylor, but I'm waiting for somebody to just give it to me. I'm going to have
the honorary doctorate. Just bestow it upon me.
Exactly. I do not have time for this fakeness. I'm good. So before E for All, I had no idea what an accelerator program was. Like, I was so ignorant to what an accelerator was. I was just like, okay, this is an accelerator. Great. Congratulations.
So my first engagement with accelerators was, and I don't know if you remember, but in 2015, Mayor Walsh put together the City Start Boot Camp.
Yes.
And that was a huge rollout.
I had no idea what it was, but I was like, yay!
Exactly. I was part of that. And that was my first initial introduction to accelerators. And then I went through the whole process, created a pitch deck, looked at my business model, created a logo, did all these great things, got to the finals, came in second, was awarded like some sort of resources and stuff. And then all the staff from the city checked out and was like, all right, peace, deuces.
So after that, you was
it fell apart.
I
it
can
fell
do
apart.
it better. I mean,
yeah. So what I did was, at the time I was in.
Put on your lip.
I was in business school. So what I did was I said, you know what? Let me see what are the finer parts of an accelerator for individuals of color.
Yeah.
And I said, nope, I'm not going to do it this way. We're going to do it the hard, fast, and we're going to do it the organic way of connecting. Hard, fast, and organic, right?
And organic.
Right. That can be taken a lot of different
hard
ways.
Is long, like the long, hard way.
No. I think for us, the thing that was major was understanding that there's certain terminology in accelerators that a lot of individuals don't know. So what we try to do is introduce that information and terminology, and also.
Yo, I was at the end of the accelerator. Was like, what's a pitch deck? They're like, Taylor, you
deck?
just pitched.
You
like
just
that.
pitched. That's
you
the
just
deck.
did that.
The 10 slides. Yes, that was you. That was you. That was you. So how did you do? Like, let's talk about that a little bit.
So I didn't win.
Okay.
And one of the reasons why I believe we ended.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me stop. All right. Rewind. So for those who do not know what an accelerator program is, an accelerator is what high school is supposed to be. You let me tell it. You know, I'm gonna tell my kids this is Serena Williams. If you let me tell it, accelerator program is what high school should be. So you're like, oh, I want to be anything that doesn't require you actually like cutting someone open that you should have a degree for.
Right.
Now that's what I think you should have a degree for. Like,
yeah.
A doctor.
Don't work on me
lawyer.
unless you have some degrees behind you.
But for accelerator programs, like they're 2 days a week, sometimes 3 days a week, sometimes 1 day a week, and you meet and you have different teachers every week.
Exactly.
And so my accelerator program that I was in, E for All, was 13 weeks. We had over 26 different facilitators over those 13 weeks. We learned everything from understanding how to, conduct your business, grow your business, excel your business. We learned about marketing, about strategy, business, budgeting, and so like all of these things that so many people don't know, like when I went to school, I went for a bachelor's in business. What had happened was I finished with a bachelor's in political science.
Well,
you know what? You know how that happens? Just like you could graduate today and so I was just like, oh.
You can graduate if you take these 3 courses and we'll wrap you up and give you 124.
And so, I initially walked into the program thinking that I was going to walk out with a first-time home buyers course that was going to be administered by banks and institutions.
Gotcha.
And then I learned very quickly that banks and institutions here in Massachusetts go by CHAPA.
Right.
And I was completely unaware of what CHAPA was or who CHAPA was, but in order for me to be CHAPA approved, I'd have to create a nonprofit and do that off my nonprofit life.
Right.
And so I had to like completely change my business
model. You had to restructure the whole business model,
into the accelerator program. And so the point of an accelerator program is like for you to win this money to excel your business. Outside of where you are now, and so I damn near restarted my business.
Yeah, you had to restructure completely.
Everything.
Yeah.
And so I was the winner, of course, though I didn't win the money. So I'm gonna tell my kids that I won the accelerated program.
Yeah, there it is.
But I did, there was a lot that was learned.
Yeah.
And you guys are 8 weeks, right?
8 weeks. We kind of want to crunch it down because of the fact that we're going to be using what we call a business model canvas. So a lot of businesses are operating, they're creating sales, they're actually doing well month to month, but structurally they need to have a back office and administrative to kind of be IRS ready, right? A lot of individuals are doing a lot of shoebox businesses where they got a little QuickBooks knowledge, they have a little bit of accounting and software understanding, but they're not.
So I have a question though, because the requirement or what we would like to see is 3 years worth of tax returns, but as you know, many businesses is side hustles, and you're not even claiming that money on your taxes.
Some are and some aren't. Like if you're making at least $6,000, you should claim it. Anything under 6, usually they're like, hey, there's a way that you could just put other income, right? By no means am I a tax accountant or a financial advisor.
This is not fiscal.
Yes.
Yes.
By no means.
Advice.
But what I will say for most individuals, if you're not making anywhere close to $10,000 plus, a lot of that can just go on your personal tax returns. Now you would have to have deductions. You know, you have your Schedule E, your Schedule C, other income, and you can manipulate the numbers a little bit, do your mileage, so on and so forth, right?
We are not
exactly suggesting.
We're going to say this about 30 times today, but I just want to remind you.
Right.
Go ahead.
So the thing is, you want to be clear about the finer points of what your deductions and expenses are, so that you can start to claim them and actually what we call escalate them every year, right? If you drove 400 miles one year, you might drive 750 the next, 900 the next, 1,000. Before you know it, you're claiming 15,000 miles a year and average mileage expenses, so on and so forth. I by no means say to do it, but do it enough till you get knowledgeable on how it's done to claim your expenses on your
Or you can just contact Whitney Miller on Facebook.
There you go.
She's a beast. She'll teach you. She won't just do it for you. She'll teach you the game and what you need to know in order for you to be successful as far as your taxes are concerned. So again, this is not advice for us to give to you. We're just saying these are the things that some people have done in the past. And if you do need help, reach out to Whitney Miller, 2 L's on Facebook, or you can contact me directly and I'll connect you with Whitney.
Right. So for me, I took this City Start boot camp. And while I was at City Start, I was actually going through my bachelor's degree over at Suffolk University Sawyer Business School. Now, the thing that really shocked me was there was hundreds and hundreds of articles and research papers around entrepreneurship and communities of color in urban areas, where I realized a lot of individual businesses fail within the first 5 years because they don't necessarily have a business strategy to scale, right? It's almost like they're a one operation mom and pop for the rest of their life. And that's what we started to call, and they call traditionally, a lifestyle business, right? One person, right? One individual who's operating, doing everything, collecting a little bit of money, but they never hire their first employee, right? So our strategy is, how do you get to your first employee, right? How do you get to your second employee? And how do you start to actually have a staff that runs your business while you become the brain trust and the business advisor to your business? So sometimes what we want to be is we want to be the face of everything, right? And if you really want to have a functional business, you do not need to be the face of it. You need to be the brains behind it. So now what we want individuals to think about is, how do you set the business up, develop the business to the point where it's profitable, but then move away from being the face of it and being the brain trust behind it so that it can grow and scale. So that's one of the things that is important, and we'll be teaching in the FIL Launchpad Accelerator is, how do you set your business up so that it becomes automated to a certain degree? And from there, now you can start to think about, how do I turn this into franchise 1, franchise 2, franchise 3? Because you don't want to keep operating in a vacuum.
Can I join? I want to do it.
Absolutely. Sign up. It's right there on the website.
Hold on. So what do I need to do?
Just go to FIL Launchpad. There's a link right there. Right there. It's at the bottom. It says sign up, apply now, and you just sign up.
Hold on. We're going to do this together.
Oh, are we doing it in real time?
I'm doing this in real time.
Oh, right.
In front of everybody. I'm literally signing up. We ain't going to just talk about it. We're going to be about it. Because I'm literally the face of everything. You think I want to be out here with my face all over the city?
Listen.
I do, actually.
I mean,
No, I really don't.
If your face sells, that's one thing, And
listen, I want to be on a beach while my business does what it does.
I love it. I love that part. The beach part. I love it.
That's all I want to do.
She said, I want to be on the beach.
I want to be on the beach. Okay, so you continue to talk. I'm gonna pull this up, and you guys are gonna watch my screen, and we're gonna do it one together.
Oh, okay, that's good. So with the FIL Launchpad, I'll be going through a series of Tuesday and Thursday evening workshops where we will go through the business foundations. We will talk about what your business actually has as a legal structure, if you're sole proprietorship, if you're S Corp, LLC, whatever it is that you actually are, and how that directly impacts your taxation, or because most businesses is either single or double taxation. You tax when the money comes in, and you tax when the money comes out.
Who's that? Oh, no. With the hat. No, in the picture.
Oh, I can't see the picture from here. I can't see. I can't see the picture. Is that somebody? Yeah, I don't.
You don't know?
I don't know. I don't know that person.
We look like we should be friends. I'm gonna find her.
Definitely find her. She's on the interweb. Honestly.
All right, so the Launchpad Business Accelerator, this is what we are looking at right now. How many businesses are in Accelerator in member network? 250 businesses. 83 of businesses are still in operation.
Yes.
In the midst of COVID, we're going to go ahead and click this button, learn more about Launchpad. Oh, you guys have little certificates too.
Yeah.
Okay. 2022 is here, and so is the FIL, the Fairmont Innovation Lab 2022 Launchpad cohort. Launchpad's weekly sessions include the following topics: Business Foundations 101, Business Model Canvas Part 1. Talk about that.
Now, the business model canvas is a strategy for individuals who don't necessarily know how to write a business plan, but they want to figure out their model before they do any heavy investment and launch, right? The thing about a business model is you want to understand your customer segments, you want to understand your channels.
Oh, no. Because you speak in French right now. Say what it is and...
Okay, so when you think about the customer segments, you want to figure out what audience is actually purchasing from you and who your true customer is. And we do that by developing what we call a customer and buyer persona profile. So you start to understand the psychology and the emotional attachment to purchasing habits that individuals may have. And you try to position your product in front of them so that you can sell it to them, right? So you have to definitely understand your customer segments. Then you also have to do what we call a value proposition, right? What value are you bringing? And that's something that we lay out and we talk about how to develop your value proposition. Another major part of companies, small and mid-size, is they have what we call a mission statement, a vision statement, and a value statement. Right?
Yeah.
A lot of companies don't necessarily have mission, vision, and value statements that are strong because they kind of like put it together.
I'm just trying to help my folks out here, you know what I'm saying? I'm all about community and the give back, you know what I mean?
That's a beautiful mission statement. I love it.
But
I love it.
That's about 75% of
I'm just trying
to
this is for the culture.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is for the culture. This is for the culture. That's the business. That's the mission statement.
That's the mission statement.
This is for the culture, right? The problem with that is it doesn't have a North Star. When everything starts to fall apart, what is your North Star? So with your mission, your vision, and your value statement, it allows you to create what we call a North Star. Where are you headed in your company? Mm-hmm. Are you growing? Are you looking to scale? Are you looking to hire your first employee? Mm-hmm. Are you looking to franchise? What is it that you're trying to do that's outside of your ability and power that you have to do collectively with others, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of times we want to be the sole proprietor of a business. We want to be an LLC. We want to be like a one-man operation for the rest of our life. Some of it is ego extension and some of it is ego gratification, right? It's almost like you have to be careful of your ego when you're running businesses because your ego can get in the way of opportunity.
So what if it is like I didn't know like how many businesses have less ego and more ignorance?
So that is a great question. I myself have found out that a lot of individuals have their ego is intertwined with the business and its leadership, right? Mm-hmm. It's almost like, no, I want to handle everything and I want to be the go-to and the last say and sign off on everything, right? Mm-hmm. You don't trust other people's intelligence or their leadership, right? Or their capabilities. And in order for most businesses to grow, you have to trust others' talent, abilities, skill sets, and leadership, right? And let them be, right? A lot of individuals...
Let me tell you something. I want somebody who is smarter than me.
to run my business.
Who to run my business? Yes.
I don't have it. I don't have it, Sway.
I don't want it.
I don't have it.
Where's somebody who's smarter than me that can do this better than me? Please come.
So what we try to do is we try to teach individuals is to set your business up where you figure out what's working, what's not working, what can be automated, right? And also what needs improvement. A lot of times we want our business to be perfect as soon as they come out the gate. With the FIL Launchpad 2022, we want to look at your entire business and we want to say, okay, these things are working and they're working well. Let's support and nurture them. And on the other side, we want to say, okay, these things are not working well. You need to get the necessary talent and you need to get the necessary skills and capabilities of others into your business in order for these parts to actually grow, right? So it's a very important thing. And as Taylor fills out the application in real time in front of me, she's definitely
Hold on, what's the difference between I am a woman-owned, but I'm also a minority?
Right.
So I have to only pick one?
Click.
But it won't let me only pick one.
Pick one and, fall on the sword. Which one you want?
Well, I feel like I'm a woman first. So
all right, there you go. There you go. Let's go.
Okay. So this is literally real time.
Real time. Taylor is filling out the Fairmont Innovation Labs Launchpad 2020
They're
application.
only taking 16 people, so yes, I have to do it right now.
Now, mind you, everyone can sign up, but we're only taking 16. So if 100 people sign up,
it's not first come, first serve.
It's not first come, first serve. So it's definitely some qualifications that need to be presented for us to be like, yes, this person has a legitimate business that's been operating, and we are here for you if you have something legitimate that you're actually trying to scale. Now, business ideas, we ask people to come down and to fill, or just send me an email at Hakim, Cunningham, Cunning, HAM @gmail to book some time.
I know, judge me. I can't even spell. Don't do that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We still love you.
I still didn't spell it right. I have kids. They tell, I didn't have the S sections. Okay, never mind. It's asking me where I sell my product, and I sell my book in the middle of intersections.
Okay, that works.
For me, it does.
That works. Direct to customer.
Yes.
Yes. Direct to customer. It's the best way to go about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that we're trying to let companies and small businesses know is that they are supported, they are loved, and we want to see them grow, but they actually have to take honest critique and constructive criticism, right? Like, businesses do not want to deal with the reality of where they truly are. And what we want to do is say, yes, you are here, but we want to take you to the next level, which means we want to increase your sales. If you're making $25,000, $30,000 a year, we want to double it. If you're going from working and being the face, the brains, the hands, the mind behind it, we want to start to attach individuals to your company, albeit undergraduate or graduate interns, that can take their time and energy and talent and focus it on growing your business without having to give any serious level of salary to them because they're intern, right? Mm-hmm. But my focus
where you be finding interns at? Because this intern game is hard.
So the key to the intern game is connect with the career advisors at most of the business schools. You have your BUs, your BCs, your Suffolk, right?
Career advisor. Hold on, we about to do this in real time. This sounds like the Accelerate program in-house.
So the thing is, you want to connect with your career advisors and workforce development directors at most of the business schools. All the business schools have them. What you want to do is you want to sign up for internship placement. And once you get interns placed with you, you can actually assign them to the parts of your business that need the most help with whatever degree or course classification that individual has. So if an individual is into data and analytics, you want to make sure they're checking out all your insights, all of your social media, making sure they understand your sales strategy, pipeline, sales funnels, the whole nine. Mm-hmm. If an individual is into marketing, you want to make sure that they know how to take your brand and make sure everyone is aware of your brand and make sure that your brand grows. And
is it possible
to
use career counseling and resource placement interns and let them grow the business on your behalf?
No, because they need guidance. So you have to structure weekly work plans for them to execute on, right? Because one of the main things is develop and design the weekly work plan, then walk through it with the intern, walk through it with whomever is coming from the undergraduate or graduate level, and then see what they can do on their own versus what they need to be coached on.
Okay.
And I myself, I've done it for when I used to work and run a nonprofit called Boston Workers Alliance, and I did that for several years, almost 8 years. And what I would do all the time is I would get majority of my workforce came from undergraduate and graduate schools who needed internship hours, and they would work 20, 30 hours a week. I sign off on their paperwork, all as well. So yeah, we definitely as a community need to make sure we have a North Star, and that's done through your mission, vision, and value statement.
Okay, so what is the difference between your mission, your value statement?
Mm-hmm.
There's a third one.
Yeah, mission, vision, and value. So your mission is why did you start the business and what was the purpose behind it? Your value statement is what value does your business bring to the market, the society, and your customer, right? Your vision statement is where are you going with your business? Do you want it to grow?
Oh, so like past, present, and future.
Right, exactly.
Oh, then why
Why what? Let's
this
talk about it.
This is literally... Okay, so do not... Hey, Wonder, how are you? I am so embarrassed because I did a whole 13-week, and I was just like, oh, the aha moment just happened right now.
The aha moment.
Embarrassed as hell right
the
now.
aha moment just happened.
The aha, I was like, oh, past, present, and future. Why didn't they didn't explain
Why did
it
they
like
say
that?
it like that? Yeah, so a mission statement is where your company currently is and where it wants to go. Your value is what you bring to your customer and the society through your business. And your vision is where do you want to take your company into the future. And that's why you need to have that. So together with your mission, vision, and value statement, you create what we call your North Star. You have a direction. Mm-hmm. When things fall apart, you go right back to your mission, vision, and values. What am I doing? Why am I doing it? Who am I doing it for? And where am I going? Right? Very important when you're trying to develop and start a business that you want to scale. Because we have a lot of huge legacy businesses that started from mom and pop operations. You know.
For instance, what do you mean? Legacy and started from...
You have your Walmarts, right? Walmarts started as small stores in the Midwest and the South, right? They weren't big. They started as very small.
Walmart was small?
Walmart was very small. Walmart did not start off huge.
Put it on your lip.
It was a family. Put it on my lip.
Yeah, come close to the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because you ain't just talking to me, you talking to the phone.
She said, put it on your lip. I'm like, what the hell you mean?
Yeah.
I was like, what on my lip?
No, just
the mic?
you know
Okay,
what I mean.
Got you. You have your Kentucky Fried Chickens, your McDonald's. You have a lot of large brands that started off small, right? And the thing that we have to be careful of is...
You know what? I don't even think... You're right about McDonald's. I never thought about McDonald's in that capacity, though. But there was really just one little burger joint.
And he created a system behind serving burgers. He's like, I can serve burgers faster, better, and quicker, and I attached what they call a drive-through system. That revolutionized everything, because now you don't have to come in; you can drive through and get your food. Right? That was just a remarkable business strategy. But what I mean by all of that is we tend to want lifestyle businesses versus legacy businesses. We don't want to give it the 5 years, the 10, the 15 years for it to grow. We want to immediately start a business and tomorrow we want to be wealthy. That's not how business works. And that's why I say to individuals, you need to figure out what real type of business you want that is outside of your ego. Because a lot of businesses are ego extensions, where people are really in business just to deal with themselves and whatever broken parts of them that didn't get nurtured when they were younger or young adults. It's like, bro, is this business for you? Or did you not get enough hugs as a kid? Because we need to figure that out. Because if you need your business, if you need your business to validate you, you might want to go get some hugs and some therapy and then come back. Because if your business is operating just for the sake of you being the face, the voice, and also the leadership behind it only, then you're not willing to share and grow. And our focus at FIL Launchpad is say, hey, listen, remove the ego from your business and put the trust, the brains, and the authenticity back into your business, so that your business is for the people and the culture, but it's not something that is validating you because you're damaged. So that's something that we've been focusing on.
And what is that called again? That's called a legacy business?
A legacy business, yeah. Yeah. Some people want a legacy business where it outlives you. See, one of the things I want a business where when Hakim Cunningham Consulting and Innovation is no longer, there were smarter, better, intelligent, quicker, faster individuals running that. Like, oh, he started it back in 2000 such and such, and now we're in 2030, and it has no leadership team. But we still keep the brand, right?
And then there's a picture of you in the lobby.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just nice little oak, little frame.
Yeah.
My picture, something regal. Hopefully, probably won't be a suit and tie. Might be a snapback in an old sweatshirt.
I got you.
It'll just be like, oh, he's a regular cat.
It's gonna be a tailor-made sweater watch.
There it is. But also, what we want to make sure Taylor knows is that Taylor also has.
That's Urban Barbecue?
That is the brand that we will be launching in 2023.
Urban Barbecue? Barbecue's already urban.
No, Urban Barbecue, right, is a play on, back in the 60s and 70s, they used to call fine women or pretty ladies fine, she have a fine piece of barbecue there, right? It's some OG stuff. So, check it out, look it. And we also, because you requested it, we also got you a nice shirt to match. Oh. So we want to make sure you have both.
Thank you.
So you can rock out.
Hey, I'm barbecue, y'all. Y'all knew that? Y'all know I was barbecue over here?
She said.
I ain't never heard. We about to call it old school play because I ain't never heard that one before.
Go back in your urban dictionaries. They used to say the word barbecue was definition of a fine lady. So you can look at it. Not right now, but you do your research.
But I be doing.
I know you be doing it in real time, right?
I'm almost done with my application.
Filling out an application in real time while you're talking to me on the interview. Yeah, we get it. We get it. Definitely.
I am Taylor Andre. You are tuned in to Spark FM. We are talking to Hakim Cunningham, and we are talking about the Fairmont Innovation Lab and the 8-week program that they have coming out, the accelerated program. I am literally applying right now in real time. We're going to take a really quick break, pay some of these bills, and soon you will hear the Innovation Lounge as one of the commercials. But right now we are not there yet, so we're going to go ahead and pay these bills, and we will be right back.
Awesome.
I am hot. If you want to bust open that window.
Absolutely, because I was melting on here on air. Is that good?
Need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have.
So we are currently on break during our live with Taylor Andre, and we are discussing the Fairmont Innovation Labs Launchpad, and we're sitting here now walking through what we talked about in relation to mission, vision, value statements, and what it is to be part of an accelerator, and what that accelerator actually means to the community and the culture. But also, we're just talking through the finer points of what it is to being involved in a community-driven and supported accelerator that is local. So thank you all for joining, and there will be a part 2 coming up soon. Peace.